ג' עמוד א', אומר רבי יהושע בן לוי, כל השמנים כולן יפים לנר, ושמן זית מן המובחר. שמן זית it's a better one. אומר רבייה, מרש הווה מעדה רבה המשחא דסומסמי. The beginning Rabbi used to look for sesame oil. אמראי משך נאור רדפי. That one has better lighting. כיוון דשמע לה ליד רבי יהושע בן לוי, when he heard the din of the רבי יהושע בן לוי, דשמן זית מן המובחר, מעדה רמישחא דזיתא, he was looking for an olive oil. אמר ההי צלי נאורי תפי. That one has a better, it lights better. There are two ways to learn this Gemara, and each way has its own problems. If you learn this Gemara as נר חנוכה, איך לומדים? כל השמנים כולם יפים סליחה. מעדר מר המשחא דסומסמי. So Rabbi was looking for sesame oil because it lights longer. We don't see any halacha that something that is supposed to be lit longer in Chanukah. Today we have a lot of minhagim and sgulot to sit in front of the nerot to finish the whole tehillim וכולי, so you need the nerot to be on. But באמת הלכה למעשה, half an hour, it's enough for nerot Chanukah. So if it goes for nerot Chanukah, we don't see a need, we don't see a reason to have longer time of nerot. If you say this Gemara goes on Shabbat, then you have a problem. We know already from Shabbat that candles lit better. Olive oil makes the nerot to lit much better than any other oils. And that's his first question. If he's talking about nerot Shabbat, he should know already that nerot Shabbat lights better, and I don't need a Rabbah. And the Avamini thought that Sumsumin it's better for nerot Shabbat. Lamaskoni think that it's not good. Obviously, nerot Shabbat we better use an appropriate oil. So Tosfot, מראה שווה מעד אמר המשחא דסומסמי, says Tosfot, נראה דהנר חנוכה קאי. ומשום תימא דמעסיק דנפיש נהורת פי. So first bring a raya, we're talking about נרות חנוכה, איך יודעים? מה זה דנפיש נהורת פי? It has better lighting. So the way the Maharsha explain our Tosfot is the Mashich Neoret Fei. We see later on the reason Rabbi used olive oil because Tzali Neore. So Maharsha says Nafish Neoret Fei means Tzali Neore. So that's the raya that we're talking about Ner Chanukah. Lama? Because on Ner Shabbat there is no chidush that it lights better. We know it already from Daf Chav Dalet that Ner Shabbat lights better with olive oil. If there is a chidush that it lights better, it should be by Nerot Chanukah and not by Shabbat. Comes the Be'erot HaMayim, and he asked Kashem the Maharsha, he said, with all the respect, Uriah that we're talking about Nerot Chanukah is from where? The fact that he lights the Masik, the Nafish Neore Tfei, because we conclude that it's a lights much better. If so, why is the Dibur HaMatchil of Tosfot is Me'ad Amar HaMishcha Desumsemi, where he should have been Dibur HaMatchil on Me'ad Ara?
The Bellman asks the question
on Tosfot.
On Maharsha?
On the Maharsha, yeah. Why the Dibur HaMatchil is about Mishcha Desumsemi if the old dialogue in Raya Be'emet it's from the Shemen Zait? It should have bring Dibur HaMatchil Me'ad Ara Mishcha the Zeta. That will be a better place to use the Dibur HaMatchil because the proof that we're talking about Chanukah comes from.
Right.
The proof that we're talking about Chanukah comes from. You might know the answers. אז זה קשה לך להבין את השאלה.
No,
He asked, if you're talking about sesame oil, if we're talking about the proof is from olive oil, why Tosfos bring Dibur HaMatchil on sesame oil when the raya is from Shemen Zait? The Dibur HaMatchil should be on Shemen Zait, and then from here you have a raya that we are talking about Nerot Chanukah. That's a question of Shomer Rav Chagai Be'erot HaMayim. עכשיו, יש שאלה בסיסית that everybody will bother with. So that's why Be'erot HaMayim explain that באמת, Nafish Neore doesn't mean the way Maharsha understood Tzalil, it's a better lighting. Rather, Nafish Neore means longer light. So he bring a raya באמת from Ner Chanukah, as we see that we have in Chanukah באמת longer sesame at the beginning, he had the reason of longer light. And since we had at the beginning the reason of longer light, therefore we're talking about Chanukah. So he argued on it. The biggest kasha on Tosfot, so the Gemara used Mashiach Neurei. The Gemara Tzalil Neurei. Tosfot use a third terminology, Nafish Neurei. Tosfot, why are you confusing us?
What does the word nafish mean?
Yoter or. So that's a machlokes. According to Marsho, Yoter or is what? Yoter or means it refers to Shem and Zayit.
Most times means enough, no? It's funny because over here it means a lot.
במטיבתא אני חושב הוא אומר לא.
כפי שבפורקמת, כן, מעניין מאוד, לא חשבתי.
Speak.
כן. מה אתה אומר?
אני חושב במטיבתא הוא אומר לונגר.
לונגר? יכול להיות. אז זה מחלוקת איך ללמוד את זה. So באמת, מרשו wrote it on very confusing, the Tosfot wrote very confusing word. מרשו, מה אתה מתכוון? תגיד, צלי, תגיד משיח, talk normal, why are you talking on such a way? So, also we said, if we brought this question, if we're talking about Ner Chanukah, it means that at the beginning, Marzut thought, Rabba thought to light because it's Mashiach Tvei, because it's longer lighting, and we asked Abai on Rabba. So the shaila is, since when we see it, longer lighting, we ask why longer lighting is important for Chanukah. So what's amazing to see that the Rambam disregard this Gemara. Doesn't mention anything about Nerot Chanukah Bichlal. The shaila is, why not? I mean, this is a state Gemara, very clear.
Now, Gothman, when you're saying that he is referring to our Gemara.
כן, אבל הוא לא אומר את זה. אם יש הידור לעשות בנרות חנוכה,
זה
לא מובן, אתה צועק, זה לא מובן.
He also changes the לשון to כשר.
הרמב"ם לא אומר מילה על שמן זית. עכשיו, שולחן ערוך מאוד מעניין.
אבל זה לא מעניין גם שהם משתמשים במילה כשר? כל השמיעה כשר.
לא, זה הלשון של הגמרא בדף כ"א. What's kasher for Hanukkah will be kasher also for Shabbat of Chanukah, even though it's a Bible. עכשיו, הרמב"ם doesn't say בכלל, doesn't quote this Gemara, seems that he ignored it completely. השולחן ערוך מעניין. In הלכות שבת, he brings, יש מצווה להגליד גם בשמן זית. בהלכות חנוכה, הוא לא אומר כלום. Who said in הלכות חנוכה יש מצווה להגליד בשמן זית? הרמו. Only הרמה, לא, שולחן ערוך. So only the Rama is the one who said in נרות חנוכה תולד בשמן זית. מרן, כן, יפה. מרן doesn't bring it להלכה למעשה, תולד בשמן זית, only by נרות שבת. So what's going on with it? If it's Idur, it's Idur. If it's not Idur, it's not Idur. How do we reconcile the sugyas? So I think we decided Shmaya Kacha. There are two ways to read this Gemara. Actually, three ways. There is one way Nerot Shabbat, second way Nerot Chanukah, and third way Nerot Chanukah. The two ways Nerot Chanukah. There is one way Shabbat that everybody, Rambam and Shulchan Aruch would learn like that, and another way Nerot Chanukah that the Rambam and Shulchan Aruch would be the same, and the third way Nerot Chanukah that only the Rama and Tosfot would learn Nerot Chanukah. So let's start with the Gemara once according to Nerot Shabbat. אמר רבי יהושע בן לוי, כל השמנים כולן יפי לנר ושמן זית מן המובחר. So I think something important to understand, מה רבי יהושע בן לוי בא לומר פה? If I may say, it's a chemistry class. I want you to know, it's a general dilim of nerot. שמן, כל השמנים it's nice, but שמן זית has מן המובחר. It's better lighting. בסדר. מן המובחר means better lighting. It doesn't mean more מהודר lighting. What do I mean by מהודר ומן המובחר? מובחר, Right. What's the difference between מן המובחר and הידור מצווה? מובחר means you make the actual mitzvah better quality. הידור מצווה, you're expanding the mitzvah. You heard the difference? משובח means the same thing, you make it more quality. There is no more mitzvah over here because you're doing it משובח. You have אתרוג, יפה? יש לך אתרוג יותר יפה, נכון? אז זה מצווה משובחת. אתה משבח, you don't have bigger אתרוג, it's the same אתרוג, same everything. מהדרין means to expand the mitzvah to make it bigger. נרות חנוכה, we have דין מהדרין מן המהדרין. What's נרות חנוכה מהדרין means? I'm making it bigger, more light, more candles on the days. According to, means it's opposite, according, we hold like תוספות. מרן, ספרדים hold like תוספות, שנר איש וביתו, it's only I mean, there is no din for the household to light. Ashkenazim hold the opposite of Tosfot. So Sfaradim hold that more candles every night is mehudar, והמהדרין מן המהדרין. So in Ner Chanukah you have a way to expand the mitzvah. Therefore, let's learn the Gemara now. So Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi gave me a chemistry class. By the way, Ner, all of the oils are not for the candle. Olive oil, it's muvchar, meaning it's more quality light. More quality. Comes the Gemara, let's learn it Shabbos. Omar Rabbi, Merei Shave Me'adar Mar Amishcha Desum Semei. For Shabbat, he used to look for sesame oil. ולבסוף, אמר ראי מה שכנור את פי, this one light longer. ולבסוף, כיוון דשם עלה ליד רבי יהושע בן לוי, when he heard רבי יהושע בן לוי, מעדר המשחה דזיתה, he looked for olive oil, אמר ראי צליל נהור את פי. So let's think about what was going on with Rabbah. Rabbah was saying, Shabbos, what's the point of lighting on Shabbos? Shlom Bayit. Says Rabbah, how do I have Shlom Bayit? The more I have light, the more Shalom Bayit I have, longer term of Shalom Bayit. He said, however, I understood from Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi that as much as mitzvah you have to have longer candles, it is better to have brighter light that make more shalom to see each other much better. So this is an understanding of Rabbah, and if I may say, it's a personal preference of Rabbah. What do you prefer? Longer light or brighter light? So people who read newspaper and they go to sleep early, they will prefer brighter light. People who sit together with family as friends and they want to sleep late, they will prefer longer light. So the mitzvah of Nerot Shabbat will vary between one person to another. So therefore, what Rabbi said that he understood it's meshubach for him, not necessarily will be meshubach for me. So there is no absolute definition for Shabbat. Since Shabbat is all about you comfort vary between one person to another. Rabbi enjoy brighter light versus we enjoy longer light. Therefore,
if you say that, then that means it's not a mina mufchar.
No, בשבילו זה, no, it's better quality. We know that olive oil now has better
quality.
quality.
Personal preference.
But it is personal because
No, but he's saying, you can't say mina mufchar. If you say that something's mina mufchar, it's a general statement.
לא, נכון,
כולם
לא,
לא פליגי.
everybody,
Now you're
אני
saying it's
מסכים,
mina
לא,
mufchar.
הבנתי אותך.
It's not mina mufchar.
אני אומר ככה, מן המובחר, obviously everybody agree that olive oil has more quality.
Yeah.
נכון? But says Rabbah, I thought that it's better to have longer. Now I realize I should have quality. That's again for me, Rabbah. But for somebody else, if he has two options, what did he go for? What? No, again. So Rabbah looked at it, he said again, it's a personal. He thought longer, it's more kavod for Shabbat. When I heard there is more kavod for Shabbat by quality, I choose to do quality. But again, each one kavod for Shabbat is according to his way. When you're sitting in a Seudah, in the middle, the light shut off. What's more kavod for Shabbat for you? What's more mitzvah min hamuvchar? To have light throughout the Seudah, or to have quality light for less time? It's all preference by the end of the day. So therefore, in halacha lemaaseh, no one, I'm going to explain the Shulchan Aruch, posek in Hilchot Shabbat that you need to have olive oil to light better versus sesame oil to light longer. That's not a reason on Shabbat to choose olive oil. Because with all the respect, Shulchan Aruch does, but we'll see. So Rambam doesn't bring it בכלל. Only Shulchan Aruch, we'll see why in a second. Why Shulchan Aruch?
So
there is no mitzvah בכלל to
right
have.
now we're in the section of the Rabbah, meaning Abai, meaning Rabbah. He thought that it was a better, more preferable to have a longer light versus a better quality light.
Yeah.
And then in the end, and now
He
you're
heard it's muvchar. He said, yeah, it's a muvchar, matim li muvchar.
So right, if I'm mufchar,
I prefer to do muvchar than to do longer.
right. So his whole understanding of what mufchar was longer, not
What he
quality.
thought, right,
Was quantity, not quality.
right.
So it's really not the oil that was the topic behind here. The topic is what is more preferable, quantity or quality?
Exactly. מצוין, perfect. And that's vary between people. Therefore, הלכה למעשה להלכות שבת, if somebody told you, אתה חייב עכשיו א' אוהל, אחי, מה, אני אוכל כל הזה, אני 3 שעות סעודה, מה יעשה?
נכון.
I want to do, sesame oil, which you like much longer. That's regarding הלכות שבת. If so, למה שולחן ערוך brings it in הלכות שבת?
שמן זית?
בשמן זית. The only one who brings it is שולחן ערוך in הלכות שבת. So the Rambam doesn't bring it in הלכות שבת, שולחן ערוך brings it. למה? Says the Bet Yosef, you know why you should light in olive oil in הלכות שבת? What's the Bet Yosef brought? לא, תביא איפה בית יוסף שבת?
כי זה נמשך לפתיל.
Says the Bet Yosef,
זה בהלכות שבת?
כן, it says,
איזה סימן?
רי סמך ד', אומר הבית יוסף, you know why it's better? באמת, in שבת, we have a מחלוקת, famous משנה, famous in רבים מליקים, חכמים מתירים בכל השמנים, שמן סומסומים, בטח לא מליקים אלא בשמן זית בלבד. We have a rule, חכמים ורבים, יחיד ורבים, הלכה כרבים. הלכה לייק חכמים, that I don't need to light בכלל שכל השמנים כשרים. So therefore, הלכה למעשה said the רבם כל הכשרים כשרים. said שולחן ערוך כל השמנים כשרים. However, said השולחן ערוך, in the mitzvah, since we know that olive oil, the Mishnah כ"ד said, רבי טרפון אומר אין ראיתי אלא בשמן זית בלבד, what's the reason רבי טרפון light in שמן זית בלבד? כי זה נמשך אחר הפתילה. It's flow better after the תפילה. So said the Shulchan Aruch, that's nothing to do with Hidur Mitzvah. Nothing to do with Meshubach. This is to prevent you from doing an Avera. So in order to prevent you from doing an Avera, you should use olive oil, which better for Kavod of Shabbat, to do something which less going to cause you to do an Avera. Because the only reason he likes, the Bet Yosef brings, Lama, Falashon Shalom,
Can you summarize everything you just said in the last 30 seconds?
Okay. So in saying, according to Shulchan Aruch and the Rama, there is no mitzvah of hidur in נרות Shabbat. Therefore, olive oil, שמן זית, זה לא מובא בכלל. The only one who brings it is the Shulchan Aruch. למה? כי הלכה למעשה we pass like חכמים. According to חכמים, you don't need בכלל שמן זית for נרות Shabbat. But since we have the opinion of Rabbi Tarfon, who said that שמן זית flows better, so we're not passing like him, but he gave me a certain understanding. שמן זית נמשך. שמן זית נמשך. לכתחילה, נרות שבת, you should make sure to do שמן זית, because less chances for you להטות עצה טובה כמו השמלן. So it's Medina, it's not an Idur. That's a חידוש. It's a special thing. by the way, לכתחילה, you should have, right?
Just a gather.
olive oil,
Just a gather.
It's a gather, בדיוק. זה לא מדין אידור מצווה בכלל.
הלשון של מובחר גם יכול להסתדר, כי זה כמו בחירה, זה הבחירה.
כן, אבל אם יש שם מובחר, then he gets it from our גמורה.
לא, כמו שאמרת.
לכן, זה לא קשור למובחר. הוא אומר, יש עניין של...
רק שאלה אחת, זה לא מוזר ששמן זית זה היה מה שמדליקים בבית המקדש? And that's not even brought in as a factor at all?
איפה? אתה בחנוכה. חכה, בוא נגיע לחנוכה.
No, in general, even נרות שבת. Where do we have נרות at all in our Torah? מה שהיה בית המקדש.
לא. נר לשלום בית, מה שעשה שלום בית.
I agree, but where is the factor, where is the concept of candle gather?
דווקא בית המקדש יש עניין זך. פה אין עניין של זך, אבל בסדר. אני לא רואה את זה, אפשר לדבר על זה, רק... אוקיי,
יש עניין של זך?
דווקא בבית המקדש יש עניין, כן, קטי.
So that it should be, should it come from a source which is like clean?
The first drop. מה מנחות אומרת, the first drop. אוקיי. עכשיו, זה לגבי שבת. Let's learn לגבי הלכות חנוכה. So in Chanukah I said two ways.
So you can apply that question to Chanukah.
Yeah, Chanukah more שייכים. So let's start לגבי נרות חנוכה. נרות חנוכה, there are two ways. We said there are two ways to learn Chanukah, but there are three ways. The Meiri learned נרות חנוכה in the following way. He reads that our Gemara is talking about נרות חנוכה. If the Gemara talks about נרות חנוכה, למה צריך? He learned, לא. They're talking about נרות חנוכה. What's the reason נרות חנוכה should light with olive oil? כיוון שהנס נעשה בשמן זית.
Oh, right.
ששמן, של השמנים, נכון, של השמנים, זה אבל... Guys, לא.
מה שהגיע שווה, he said don't use שווה.
They want to run away,
Again, he's going to...
You're right, ושמן מן המובחר. So it makes sense, שמן מן המובחר, and therefore שמן זית should be, וככה הסברת בשיעור הקודם. So, ככה רפאל הסביר. שמן זית זה מצווה מן המובחר, למה? Because he hold in נרות חנוכה, since the miracle was בשמן, לכתחילה you should light Chanukah candles in שמן. But the miracle was with שמן זית, so מן המובחר זה to use שמן זית. So אילן הגמור is smooth, we're talking about Chanukah, the only reason, לא, אבל it's still מצווה מן המובחר.
זה שמן.
לא, אבל הוא אומר, כמו שבארנו למטה, הגמור says, you're right, שמן is the mitzvah because that was a miracle with. Said, like we explain later, which we explain over here, that שמן זית is מן המובחר. So Ilan, everything goes for Chanukah. And the inyan of shemen lighting is because of to light נרות Chanukah, light in Beis Hamikdash. So לפי זה, there is two different ways to understand what is the mitzvah of נרות Chanukah. לפי המאירי, the mitzvah in נרות Chanukah זה לעשות מה שעשו בבית המקדש. So therefore, in בית המקדש they use shemen, you should use shemen. מצווה מן המובחר, in בית המקדש they use olive oil, so מן המובחר זה olive oil. So it's all about, according to מאירי, מה שעשו בבית המקדש.
What's the second
That's
one?
beautiful.
Wait, according to...
The first one is מה שעשו בבית המקדש.
And the
That's
the
me.
second one?
Second one, it's not, זה לא מה שעשו בבית המקדש. It's פרסומי ניסה. Meaning, it's not for me. Who knows which oil did I use outside? Nobody knows. What do you see outside? You see a flame, נכון?
כן.
But second one hold, the second way to learn it, mitzvah is לפרסומי ניסה. If my mitzvah is פרסומי ניסה, what's the job to show outside? A flame. The type of oil, it's irrelevant to the mitzvah. What's, wait, let me finish the sentence. Mitzvah of oil is mitzvah. The type of oil and how you're doing it, it's not part of the mitzvah. The only mitzvah is Chanukah, it's only persuma nisa, to publicize the miracle. So how do you publicize the miracles? You light candles. Says the Gemara, when you light nerot Chanukah, there is a mitzvah of mehadrin mina mehadrin. What's mehadrin mina mehadrin means? To have more persumei nisa. It's all about to expand the persumei nisa. Comes the Shulchan Aruch and Rambam, and they learn in a Gemara, not like the Meiri, they learn in a Gemara that it's a din mikshum persumei nisa. And therefore, Omar Rabbe, let's read the Gemara now, medin nerot Chanukah. Omar Rabbe, מריש, ומאדר מערה משחה דה סומסמי. עכשיו, why would he go for משחה דה סומסמי for נרות חנוכה? We ask a question, נרות חנוכה, length, it's not a factor. נכון, what's the factor in נרות חנוכה is חצי שעה, you need to light it. So therefore, I think the pshat is very simple. According to the Rambam, יש מושג, I went to the Koilel, when Hollywood Koilel, at the beginning when it was here, was at the trailer of Nes Faradim. I used to learn over there every morning. ואני בא לעשות קפה, אין חלב ישראל. אמר לי, מה קורה? רבי פרנס holds שאי אפשר לקנות חלב ישראל. למה? אסור. למה אסור? למה אסור? He said, Reb Moshe, here's a shtickle tere, ma'alach, that Reb Moshe said that Cholov Akum, it's okay, and it's better, even more kosher than Cholov Yisrael. There is a tshuva of Rav Shechter, whatever the pshat is. He said, this is Momon Ekdesh. You cannot waste Momon Ekdesh to buy Cholov Akum. Number one, you pay higher price, number two, get spoiled faster. That's why he held, no, Momon Ekdesh, the same money you can buy more milk, נכון? So lama liknot Cholov Yisrael? So I gave him $100, somebody over there, make sure to get חלב ישראל. מה, נסבול בגלל זה?
לא, חשבתי שאולי תתחיל לאכול.
חלב ואקום, לא, עד כדי כך. נראה לי, מי רוצה ללכת שם לכולל?
הייתי קופץ על זה.
היום נראה לי שיש שם כבר חלב ישראל, because the ציבור, כולל, חלב ואקום בדווקא, זה קשה. אבל אז הליווד was different, you know? לא, אני אגיד, I'm just showing you, when you spend money, you gotta spend your money wisely. Says Rabbah, I'm not doing now Nerot Chanukah, נכון? It need to be lit for half an hour. Which type of oil should I use? The oil that lights longer, it's going to cost me less. So instead of wasting money for oil that lasts,
It's the same Hava as Robert Parnas?
instead of the Rabbanis, yeah. So instead of buying oil that lasts long, instead of buying quality oil, with the same money I can buy less money. I'll buy oil that lasts for half an hour. So therefore, Rabbah said, I'm buying candles that half an hour. I'm buying only sesame street. No. Sesame oil. Sesame oil.
Oil.
Sesame oil. So he said, I'm buying sesame oil. Technically, not because it's mitzvah to have it lit longer. No. It's because it's supposed to lit short soon amount of time. Let me buy cheaper oil. When Rabbah said, and he says, mitzvah mina muvchar, he said, mina muvchar, the olive oil, he said, okay, I want to make the mitzvah stronger. I want the flame to be lit stronger. If there is an inyan, then it's not bal tashchit anymore. At the beginning, it's a bal tashchit. Why am I going to buy olive oil? The mitzvah is to have quantity of candles at the window. So who cares which quality of a flame you have over there? It's all about the numbers. So I will have nice number. I will have the number, but cheaper oil. Since Rabbah says that olive oil is mitzvah min hamuvchar, said okay, now there is a din of a quality of the shabech et mitzvah to have qualitier. Can there be such a word?
More
Quality.
quality.
More quality. Quality. Okay, you have a mitzvah to have quality light. So therefore, Rabbah decides he's going to do it. But this is a chumrah of Rabbah to have quality light. So again, that's why the Rambam and Shulchan Aruch doesn't bring it halacha lemaaseh. If you want to have your own chumras, in Shulchan Aruch they don't bring chumras, they bring halachas. Me'adrin, it's a din of halacha. But a chumrah to have stronger light is not part of the me'adrin mitzvah. It's part of le'ashbiach et mitzvah. If you want to be mashbiach mitzvah, do it yourself. That's not part of the Shulchan Aruch. So the Rambam and Shulchan Aruch learns a Gemara. When Rabbah used sesame oil because it costs less, chaval al kesef, when he realized there is a mitzvah to have better quality flame, it's a personal shibuach, it's not part of the halacha, and therefore it's not halacha lemaaseh. The Ramon learned the Gemara different. He learned like Tosfos. What's the first Tosfot change in the learning of the Gemara? Tosfot learns the Gemara as the following. Tosfot says, when Rabbah was looking at the beginning for olive oil, he held that the mitzvah, a longer mitzvah, lining it longer, it's a hidur mitzvah. איך יודעים את זה? There is a machloket, if you can light with longer nerot sha'ava, the dark Moshe, which is the Rama, he brings, there is an inyan to buy wick, sha'ava, wax candles. He said, there is a hidur to light with longer candles. Even though, so if you have an option, ner neshama or longer candle, same quantity.
You can have the fat white ones also.
Yeah. So he said there is a mitzvah to have longer candles. Meaning, the way Tosfos understand our sugya, that increasing the mitzvah in any form, it's part of the hidur. Increasing the length, it's an hidur. And increasing the quality, both of them are hidur. So therefore he learns the Gemara, meresha ve'me'adera, sumsumi, because he hold increasing the length, it's an hidur. And then he realized there is a better hidur on the quality versus on the quantity. So therefore, halacha lemaaseh, the Ramo brings, after Maran, after the Mechaber, after Maran he brings, that Maran doesn't say anything about olive oil because it says shibuach. Shibuach we don't bring. But says the Ramo, it's part of the hidur of the mitzvah. It should light longer. It should, the flame should be much stronger. Now we understand Tosfos. What's the word that Tosfos used, the Masik Bagmore? Nafish neore. So we ask, why did Tosfos use the word nafish when the words that we have in Agmore are mashich and Tzalil. Why did he use the word nafish? He explained the whole idea of what's the idea over here. Both of them are what? מה זה נפיש? ארוך, נכון? Bigger, stronger. So he bring a ראיה. Since we're talking about here length in time or big in quality, that's relate only to Nerot Chanukah. So the reason he used the word nafish, everybody asks, why nafish? Is he referring tzalil or not tzalil? מה הוא מדבר? לא. He said the whole concept over here, to have something lit longer or lit better, that's a concept that's applicable only for Nerot Chanukah. Since he hold this is part of the Hidur Mitzvah, where we have Shayach of Hidur Mitzvah? Chanukah. We have a din of Me'adrin, Mina Me'adrin. So that's why he said that is right, it's not Shayach for Shabbat. Since we masik that both ways, it's always about to have Hidur, to have it longer, to have it bigger, to have more Persum and Nisa, therefore he hold it must be din on Chanukah. Now we answer the question of Berot HaMayim. Berot HaMayim asks if he's referring to the Seifa, to Alevoyel, why the Dibur HaMatchil over here, it's not Shemen Zayit. כן, זה שאלה ברot המים?
נכון?
ברot המים asks, he said, נפיש נאור מבין סליל. Okay?
So, why the Dibur HaMatchil is not like the...
It's not on olive oil instead of sesame. Because Tosfot wanted to teach you that the old din of our Gemara, it's about the Hidur mitzvah. When Tosfot said nafish neore, he said kedemasik nafish neore. What do you learn from the maskone nafish neore? Nafish neore means the maskone. What maskone is of our Gemara? Tzalil. Maskone is tzalil. If tzalil it's about a Hidur mitzvah, then also the Reisha, it's also Hidur mitzvah. That's why you bring it on Dibur HaMatchil, Amishcha Desumsemi. He bring a raya from the Seifa that the length of the Reisha, it's also part of the Hidur. That can be applicable for Shabbos. Shabbos lengths vary between people. It's not part of the Hidur. Persumen is less, a length and quality can be part of an Hidur, what shows out to the street. It's not about you. It's about the street. Nerot Shabbat, it's about you. Length not necessarily will be Hidur. My wife was afraid. I used to put too much oil. I used to lit till 4 o'clock in the morning. So she's going to sleep. Everything is lit. You take a chance. לא, אני מוסיף, אבל אני אוהב לשים הרבה. אבל...
לא, אפילו...
יש לי כאלה, יש לי כאלה. לא, שם, כן, ודאי. So,
Wait, so how does it explain Tosfot Dibur Matchil?
So באמת Tosfos proves from the Seifa that it's all about the Hidur Mitzvah. If it's about the Hidur Mitzvah, then the Reisha is also Hidur Mitzvah. So all of the dialogue of Rabbah was all part of Hidur Mitzvah. And therefore, therefore the Ramon learns that all dinim of Chanukah are Hidur Mitzvah. Since it's the din of a Hidur Mitzvah, I will have to apply את הלכה למעשה. כל השמנים וכל זה צריך לנר חנוכה בת שמן זית, it's מצווה מן המובחר. סיכום.
I don't have why that explains Tosfot Dibur Matchil.
Because Tosfos is not explaining only the Seifa. It's through the Seifa explaining what we understood in the Reisha. Just like in the Seifa we have better lighting, and better quality lighting cannot apply for Shabbos. As he proved, Shabbos we know already from somewhere else, נכון? Shabbos we know that they should flow better. Tosfot אומר, מה אומר על שבת? Shabbos we learn it should flow better. So Shabbos there is no inyan of Hidur. It's all about the flow, that's we know already. So the inyan over here it's a Hidur. So just like Tzalil Tfei it's a Hidur, also Mashich Tfei it's also a Hidur. So that's how you bring a raya that all of the dialogue of Abaye about Rabbah was the Hidur mitzvah. Hidur mitzvah can be shaykh only in Ner Chanukah, cannot be shaykh on Ner Shabbos. Ner Shabbos ma shaykh haloches. So that's why to bring Chav Dalet we have halocha nimshach tvei. Hidur mitzvah זה לא שייך לנרות חנוכה. That לא שייך לנרות שבת. That must be נרות חנוכה. And therefore the Rama is paskin like Tosfos.
I just understood it because you only have this Hava Mina of it being lit longer only by Chanukah. You don't have that Hava Mina by Shabbat. Therefore, Mashma, the Gemara is talking about it.
Why do you have a Havamina that way? Why do you have a Havamina that's going to be lit longer by Chanukah?
I'm saying that's a Hava Mina that you can have by Chanukah. By Shabbat, we know Pshita that Shemen Zayit is the one that you need to have because it's שנמשך אחר הפתילה.
נכון.
So I'm saying that's
אז
shit.
מה הראיה שהוא
So you would
מביא?
never have that hava mina of it being נמשך longer.
כמובן, אז זו השאלה של
Therefore,
דורות
משמע
המים.
it's only by
So
Chanukah.
Uriah should be on the דיבור המתחיל, המשחא דזיתא.
That's the
לא על ססמי.
no. המשחא דשומשמי.
לא, he bring a raya
See, then-
from olive oil, they'll be talking about נרות חנוכה. So then the דיבור המתחיל should be
No, he brings first of all
the
המשחא
masik. The
דשומשמי.
masik. לא, זה הדיבור המתחיל, but the raya is from the words on olive oil, on שמן זית. That's why בראות המים asked the question, then the דיבור המתחיל should be on שמן זית. Because the masik, it's only at the end, they'll be talking about שמן זית. If the raya from שמן זית, they'll be talking about נרות חנוכה, he shouldn't start the דיבור המתחיל, המשחא דסומסמי. So therefore, we bring a raya now, is bring a raya from Mishcha Dezisa, that there is an din of Hidur Mitzvah, so that's a raya, that Sumsumi, it's also Hidur Mitzvah. So length and quality, in Nerot Chanukah, it's all about Hidur Mitzvah.
You see, since he needed to use the sefer to bring a raya,
He
for
bring,
the Reisha.
yeah, that's why he said at the beginning, because everything is about Hidur Mitzvah, not only the Sefer Hidur Mitzvah. A Rabbah, when he had longer candles, he meant to do Hidur Mitzvah.
Okay, so okay.
לכן מובן למה הגיע, למה he used the word the nafish. Nafish he used for both terminologies. Either length and quality, both of them it's more, either more length or more quality. So אז לסיכום, there are באמת 4 ways to learn Admor. We can learn Admor regarding Shabbat. Simple, that Shabbat, he said, I thought the length longer it's better. And he understood המסקונה באמת is better to do olive, quality is better. And halacha lemaisa for Shabbat, what was good for Rabbah, quality for him is not good for us. Because leshabeach means what's related to people. Some people shibuach bishvelem is to have longer time. So therefore, if you have no gas in the car, you turn off the AC. Okay? It's shibuach for you to drive without AC and to reach a gas station, and to have AC and to get stuck in the middle of the road and to wait for somebody to bring you gas. So that's vary between people. So therefore, regarding Lechot Shabbat, there is no din shibuach, it's personal, do what you want. If I put a lot of oil in Lechot Shabbat, if I use special wicks, it's personal, shibuchim. But B'Sesef, Halakha Shulchan Aruch, he brings halachot, not shibuchim. So therefore, Lechot Shabbat, there is no such halakha. The only halakha for שמן זית in Lechot Shabbat, מה זה? שיהיה נמשך יפה. It's medina, it's not medin shibuach. In order שלא יטה את הנר, somebody should move the candle. That's one way to learn Gemara. Second way is now in Nerot Chanukah, like the Meiri. Meiri, they plan all of the sugya. The reason shemen is better is because of the mitzvah of Nerot Chanukah. And since Nerot Chanukah is better, therefore, by us, the chidush in shemen zayit is better. So according to him, he will write probably, if he write halacha, that shemen zayit, there is a niyan for Nerot Chanukah. Third way is the way the Shulchan Aruch and Rambam learning it. That when Rabbah was looking for sesame oil because it lasts longer, because it's cheaper, chaval ala kesef,
Right.
and then he realized that it light much nicer. So since it's light much nicer, there is a point of spending the money. But again, since the mitzvah on the third way, we're understanding of adlakat nerot. I'm sorry, just go back. The second way, the mitzvah is לעשות מה שעשו בבית המקדש.
Right.
So you go by the oils. The third way, which is second way of Chanukah, the mitzvah is Pirsum Enisa. For Pirsum Enisa, it's about what you show outside. If you have preference to have a stronger light inside, that is shibuach, is not part of the hidur mitzvah, and therefore it's not nifsak halacha lemaisa. Each one want to do shibuach, tfadal, תעשה shibuach shel shemen zayit, but it's a personal decision.
Isn't shibuch?
I just wanted to flow. The fourth way is the way that Tosfos Lena Sugya, and that's how Rama is passing. Tosfos Lena Sugya, he brings the raya from the end that nafish, מה לשון? Nafish noret fei.
Yeah.
So you bring a raya from shemen zayit, that it's all about to have longer what? Either longer light, either stronger light or stronger or longer light. Both of them are nafish, more mitzvah, it's part of the hidur mitzvah. Since it's part of the hidur mitzvah, therefore, the Rama Paskin Aloch Elamai says anything that it shows part of the hidur mitzvah, anything in length and quality, it's incorporated to be part of the hidur. Since it's part of the hidur, you have a mitzvah, the Ramu'ad, that even Nerot Chan, even shemen zayit, it's mitzvah מן המובחר.
אז למה שולחן ערוך כותב לגבי יום שבת?